Hello everyone, Namaste. This is the first video of SQL50 series on Leetcode. First question is recyclable and low fat products. You have been given a table products. It has three columns: product ID, low fats, recyclable. It has two different data types. One is int for product ID and two are enum. What is enum? Enum basically it's a data type which allows you to enter only predefined values in a column. Let's take an example. We create a table employee. It has three columns: employee ID, name and gender. And in gender you can only enter male, female or other, no other value. So let's try this. Insert into employee values. Let's keep the employee ID as 1, name as anything, let's keep it Ansh, and let's keep males, not males. It's different from the predefined values. Let's run it. You'll get an error. But if you just change it to male and run it, it will work. Now let's output this. See, it got. Now let's go to the question. This is the input table, products table, and as I said, the enum values for low fats and recyclable is y and n. These are the predefined values. So the question says, write a solution to find IDs of products, that is this, that are both low fat and recyclable. So if low fat is yes, and in the same row it's recyclable, it means both the things are yes, then you need to put that value corresponding product ID in the final output table. So let's see. You need to first write the things which you require in the output table. So we require only product ID in the output table. So product ID from, you have only one table, which is the table name was products. Now the condition, where condition. So there are two conditions. One is your low fats should be yes, as well as recyclable should be yes. So that was the required thing. If you just try to run it, it got accepted, and if we just try to submit it, it got submitted. Now let's try the same code in Python. So you can just change the code from Mysql to pandas by choosing this option or the drop down. Now before starting to write the code here, let's learn some basics in Python. So I'll just created the same table here. First we need to import the pandas library, which is very important. Then you need to make a data structure which is called dictionary. Now what is dictionary? I'll just write it down here itself so that it's easy. So dictionary is basically a data type in Python. So the format is basically this: two curly brackets at the extremes, and you will be having key value pairs, and then separated by comma. Suppose this is key 1, this is key 2, then colon, value 2, and so on. This is a type of data structures. You can save it in a variable. So yeah, I'll just rub it up. So as you can see, the first key is product ID, second key is low fats, third key is recyclable, and we have a list of the values which we had in that table. This. Now you got a dictionary. There is a formula to convert the dictionary into a data frame, which is pd.dataframe, and you pass the dictionary here. you'll get a data frame here. Make sure to use the correct spelling. Some people use small f here, so be sure about that. Then you write df.head, it will show you top 5 rows. We had only 5 rows, so it's showing all of them here. Now let's see two things in this. One will be method 1 and one will be method 2. So both the methods will see. One will be binary indexing and another one will be LOC using location functions. So first let's write the condition which we wrote already here. The condition will be low fats equals to y and recyclable equals to y. So to find anything in a data frame, you just put these square brackets and you write the column name here. This will give you that particular column series as in if you have an Excel sheet, you just copy that column and you can paste it anywhere. That's called a series. So I just wrote df, the column name of this, which is low fats, should be y, and like at the same time this column recyclable should be y. So this is the condition. Now what does this mean? This is called type hint. So this shows that this definition or the method or function should have data frame as the input as well as the data frame as the output. So I wrote df product id, which means this column, and then this is called binary indexing. I'll show what it is. You write the conditions here and you store it in answer and you return the answer as data frame. Okay, so let's talk more about what exactly is binary indexing. So you can think it of like true false values. So suppose the conditions meet here. In this case the condition is getting met. In this case it's not, because this is no or false. The recyclable is false, so this is not our required case. This is required case, this is not required case, this is required case, and this is not required case. So you got false, true, false, true, false. Binary indexing is basically you make an imaginary column and you just write false, true based on the conditions. So the condition was this, as we wrote here. The low fat should be y as well as the recyclable should be y at the same time. So we got these things, and this list of false, true, false, it gets passed here in conditions. So now you can see this is a data frame which has the column name product id. So it will output only this column product id, and based on the conditions false, true, false, true, false, it will output only those values which have true. So this is true and this is true, so it will print this and this. So as you can see here, it's returning a data frame again, answer, and you are getting the results as data frame here, the required one. One very important thing is there between the difference of data frame and series if you are just returning a single column. So think of this as you are returning whole Excel sheet with just one column, that will be a data frame. And if you're just copying that single column and pasting it somewhere, that will be a series. So let's copy this code and run it, try to run it in Leetcode. So we have renamed it as data frame. So I'll just copy all the things of products into df. You got the conditions, then you have this. Okay, so let's run this. See, as I said, you need to return a pandas data frame instead of series. So this is a series. As I said, it's an Excel file. In Excel file, if you just copy the column and paste it somewhere, it will be a series. This is a series. Just to convert the series into a data frame, you just need to put the single brackets along this. So now this is a data frame, or it's an Excel sheet with one column. You're copying whole Excel sheet and then you're giving it here. So if you just run it, it will run. Yeah. And if you try to submit it, it will also get submitted. Yeah. So now let's go to second thing, df.loc. What it is actually, it's basically you are given a huge Excel sheet and you need to slice some rows, slice some columns, or find some particular value. It's used for that. So how it works is, you can think of it like this syntax: df.loc, row conditions, column, the columns which you need, comma, the columns which you need. Okay. So here the row condition is same, like we had this condition, right? So that will remain as it is. And then you'll just write df.location, you'll just paste the conditions here, and whatever the thing you need. Now you can notice we are using again single square brackets here. If you don't write it, it will return you a series. You should write it here so that you get data frame. So we'll just copy this and paste it there. We already have the conditions here, so we'll just paste it here and we'll run this. The conditions are already there and the column which you want, it came. You can submit it. Yeah, all the test cases fine. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.